Oh man, this is taking a very long time to load. What's going on here? Okay, let's hope this works. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Penguin Academy game analysis. We are still in the Blood Bowl 3 2025 World Championships group stage, but this is week 3, where all of the official qualifiers to the actual tournament is decided. Hey, look, in a PC game, there's a squig. We have EdwardLover and his Orcs, and PC and his Dark Elves. This is going to be very confusing because when I say lover, you're not going to know which of the two coaches I'm referring to. You want me to take red and blue off? Give me a sec. I can actually leave this on. They are very distinct. Yeah, look at that. And it's some dark elf butt right there. And these hideous orcs too. Right. PC sets up in a rule of 5. Good old rule of 5. Boring and dependable. Let's see how the orcs set up. Come on, lover, don't let me down. We need a name. We need a name for this shit setup, by the way. Like, we have to come up with a name for this. It's so weird. Like it's so popular. 5 on the LOS, 2 chevrons in, and then a useless twat in the middle. Against elves, it's probably a C+. It does. It almost looks like a Jumanji Hyman. Actual chevrons, JD. You've got enough players, and especially ones with strength 4, that you can do chevrons. And I would be on the LOS as well. You don't, as orcs, you don't fear a solid defense. So they should be on the LOS. They should be chevroned across the board. And yes, this block piece should be there instead of one of these guards. Because if this guy blocks sideways, these two are blockless blocks. So one of them should be block. You don't even need these two guards, really. Those can be the outside edge. So you put one there, like the line orc there, and the 2 strength 4s on the outside to stop any shenanigans of coming around the outside. And then you just lock it all down. If there's a blitz, you don't even get into their half. That was Joe Manji. It's like a... Oh, the martini is good, yeah. It does look a little bit like a martini glass. It needs to have some kind of derogatory name, though. Like the shit martini. Anyway, it's rubbish, whatever it is. Whoever came up with this is rubbish. It's rubbish. Just stop doing it. It's rubbish. It's a wasted player in the middle, and it's weak on the edges. You will lose the odd game. Just by setting up like this, you will probably be 1% worse as a win rate than just setting up properly. Even like, and to some people, 1% doesn't matter, especially when they only play tabletop or tournaments or whatever. 1% hardly ever comes up, right? But to those of us who play online, every single thing that you do that makes you 1% worse matters. If you do 5 things every game that are just shit and lose you the game, you are 5% worse than me. Weird bauble box he's made. I wouldn't want to pick up with this in front of me. Could have left him before you put to pick up and then moved him afterwards. Because it can bounce through him now and into these 3 and then out the other side and you just lose to elves. Yeah, it can go anywhere, but look where it went. That's the thing, right? That's the people's always excuse for having this random dude in the middle that does nothing. Well, it can react. It can go everywhere. It's your turn. You can already go anywhere you want. What's it reacting to? The weather? Like, it's just useless. It doesn't protect anything or do anything. That's the thing, right? That's the joke I always make. The only thing you can react to on your first turn is a blitz. So maybe you'd be better off having him defending the blitz instead of making the blitz easier and then being able to react to it later. Just stop the blitz. Cheeky rush blitz. BB pusher, JD. Oh, do you mean you want to think out how to do an orc setup? I can't quite tell what's what here, to be honest. I assume these are blitzers. But you want to start from putting a black orc there, a black orc there, and a line orc there. Like, that's how you start from that, right? Oh, sorry, big uns. You can just do that if you want. You lose one follow-up block. That's all you lose. To have a complete lockdown. In fact, you could even just do flat shapes, right? Even better than me. Just then you can block back that way. Just literally have like a full coverage. Because he's elves. Who cares? Who cares if he gets a solid defense and double bases This guy. You can surf him. Like, there's nothing they can do. No, this works if you only got strength 3 players. Chevron's still there, right? They're not going to... So the only way to get 2 dice on this guy, if you're strength 3, is to put an assist here. Which means that you get to surf it next turn. Like, it literally is nothing. The only thing that I ever talk about is you can do this part instead if you're against a team that you don't want a solid defense against. If you're against a team that is also big and has guard, and you don't want them to come up and, like, stick some strength 4 guards on your strength 3 guys, you can have them back. Again, you lose one follow-up block. That's it. That's all you lose. So you can be back off the LOS, so in case they get a solid defense, you can move your guards in or whatever to help out what they've just done on solid defense. Like, I've still got Mr. Throw back for the ball. Right? This is only 10 players. You should always just cover a blitz. There's no reason not to cover a blitz. The only time you should ever not cover a blitz is if your opponent sets up crazy, like back here, out of the way, or your opponent is dwarves. And even then, every now and again, the kick will be here. And there'll be a blitz. And even dwarves can reach that. It's alright. That's what we're here for. Like I said, it depends on the kind of Blood Bowl you play, right? Most of us who came from, who play mostly online, do these kind of setups and care about these extra percentages because it matters to our play. In ladders and leagues and BBT and stuff like that, that one game that you lose, like every 50 to a short kick blitz, matters to us. The one game that you lose every 50 to someone who goes to, like, 5 tournaments a year is one loss every 2 years. So, I do like the aggression. If anything, could have been more aggressive. But I absolutely like the aggression. Nothing wrong with it. He let you do it, right? He didn't have the sides covered. He squashed himself into a small square. That's what you're supposed to do. If he allows you to cage the cage and pressure the cage and force the blitz to be backwards every turn, then that's what you do. Because he can't move forward if he's blitzing backwards. How does he claim space if his blitz is always on the guy behind him? As far as the Orcs go, they should be spread wider. There's no need for the Orcs to jam themselves, all 11 of them, into such a small space. There's also no real need for him to have an insane cage like this. Like a Vengabus and a driver on turn 1. He should be the aggressive one. He should be the one that is forcing you to make decisions by basing up, like, dodgeless linos and stuff. But instead, he's played passive, which allows you to be aggressive. And now, he has to clear the ball. So now, his blitz is not usable to claim space. Also, he has a problem of where he's putting the ball, because this guy is cleverly placed. So he has to try and make a cage that is almost certainly going to be based. It's not going to be too much of a problem, because it's a blockless lino. But it just means that he hasn't thought about it. And now he's going to have the same problem again, isn't he? This back corner is easily blitzable. And you base the ball again. And not only that, for a 2+ dodge, you can knock this guy down again. Unfortunate. Just 2 assists to take a 2 dice block there. And again, unfortunate. Gets the POW there. That'll do. As long as he's on the ground. Oh, my days. Beautiful. Gets the cheeky 1 in 36. And as lucky as rolling a 1 in 36 is, why the hell are Orcs taking so many 2 dice blocks to the face? Orcs having 3 guard and 4 strength 4 pieces are eating 3, and if it wasn't a 1 in 9, maybe 4 2 dice blocks. 1 in 36 is what is the percentage chance of casting any AV9, any AV10 plus. A 6 into a 6 you need to roll. The odds of breaking AV10 plus is the same as rolling a 6. And the odds of rolling a Kaz is the same as rolling a 6. So, to Kaz a dwarf, to Kaz an orc, to Kaz a lizard man, unless you got Mighty Blow, it's 1 in 36. No, that's just the block. That's just the dice. That's just the, it's 1 in 6 to break armor 10, because it's 10 plus. Sorry, armor 9. And then it's 1 in 6 to Kaz, because it's 10 plus. To roll 10 plus on 2d6 is a 1 in 6 chance. So to do them back to back is a 1 in 36. Doesn't include the knockdown. Once you got the knockdown, it's a 1 in 36 to Chasm. This seems insane from Lover. What are we doing? Double rush. Yeah, and it's just the odds of a Kaz. Just a Kaz. 1 in 36 to Kaz. The odds of removal are different because some of them have thick skull, like dwarves have thick skull. This is an insane push forward. Leaves half his team behind, completely splits his own team, and has to do 3 rushes to make the cage. Okay, burns one of his rerolls. Oh, that dodge is horrible. No, just Kaz. The reason I separate them is because if that was a KO, we can Apois and keep it on the pitch, right? So the 1 in 36 is so good because it's gone off the pitch. Even if it's badly hurt, you Apo, it's gone. And in the second half, it's dead. All right, so he's self-team split. He's left 2 players behind. So PC, again, just blitzes the cage, forces some pressure. can't do anything clever here, can we? You can fill that square. Take a block and chain. Take a block and chain. Oh, maybe. It's kind of dubious, though, isn't it? Like, it is definitely possible, right? You can block here and chain the blodger up. So you'd probably have to use one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ugh, that kind of sucks. Oh, take a block here. If you get a POW, you can go through there. So to take a block there, come up as the assist, block the blitzer onto the cage. There we go. Answered McMackey, seeing as he's in ads. I'd be tempted to give this a go. Like, I'd be tempted to give this chain a go to get 1D on the ball with wrestle. Or even, actually, don't even need it with, yeah, you'll have to be with wrestle because we haven't got anyone else with block to hit it. I'd give it a possible go. I'd give it a wee nudge to see if it happened. But you don't need to. That's the thing, right? This opens with a blockless block, so you don't need to. Yeah, exactly. That was the rest of the sentence. You don't need to. The team has split itself. We can blitz the cage. Block him. So those two are down. Isolate these 3 from these 5. Hopefully these 2 are on the ground. And that's all pretty simple. Went for a blockless block anyway, though. Cheeky little monkey. Night Jaeger. And another one. Little bit greedy, these. Perfectly timed dice. I don't mind the rushes and stuff because PC is rocked up with 4 rerolls. Leans into the aggression with the extra reroll build. We're going to base him? Oh, okay. I thought we'd base him with the witch. This unbased blitzer's annoying. Oh, just a stun. That was a squeaky bum moment. See, the witch being there would have stopped those. I think that was a slight misplay there on the aggression at the end. Not quite aggressive enough with our last witch elf. Doesn't snake. There we go. Gets the 1D POW. I mean, it's a 4+, so... Doesn't magnet hands it. Does magnet hands it. That sucks. Yeah, I don't mind that. I think this one would have been better here. Rather than basing the ball. No, it's 4+ for a power, right? I just called it a 1 dice power and then explained that it was a 4+ to power him. This does create a box and some chaining, but more importantly, it doesn't cut off these guys. One of them had, like, it would have had to get it out the way if it was there. I prefer it being there to create the big screen. Yeah, you had follow-up blocks as well. I was okay. Reroll. Well, there was a 1 in 36 chance to lose. I'm not a mil. Oh God, there was the 1 in 36. 1 block too late. I'm not certain what's happening yet. Like legit, I don't know what's happening. Oh my days, a dodge blitz. So, hang on. I want to go back a bit there. See this block. Watch this guy stay red. I'm sure it's a spoiler. See? He didn't stay red, and he did stay red because he'd been cast. That's all of his rerolls gone this turn. And see, he stayed red because he'd been removed. It's definitely a spoiler. Like a weird visual spoiler they've added. Okay, so this is 2 into red. Or we doing a jump up. I don't know which one we're doing. Yeah, I don't think it was rowdy. I think you don't want to lose the pressure that you put on. I think you did release the pressure a bit with the bad witch placement. But it's still on. There's still things happening here. So I would keep him on the pitch too. But I'm kind of interested in what the play is here. Could get 1 dice on the ball, but it's now on a block piece, which is kind of obnoxious. But it's with red dice here to chain him out and then put an assist in. Well, dodge him out, put an assist in. And then blitz him. Oh, you could just 1 dice power him with the guy on the floor. And it's not. Fails the 75. But the ball is on the ground. And I was going to say he doesn't have any rerolls, but he powered anyway. No rerolls for a pickup here, because Mr. Throw is stuck in the ruck. Mr. Chain into a 2 dice block. Blitz there to chain out. Okay. I mean, that was also a possibility, by the way. Oh, I mean, you can stand here and blitz straight up. to chain him up and out as well into a jump up hit. I mean, there's so many options here. Yes. Because when you block him and he's on the ground, when you blitz here, you just chain him up past him, don't you? So he's an assist. And you can chain out sideways, so she's an assist. So that's a jump up 2 dice. Yeah, you don't need to commit to it, though, do you? You're taking this block first anyway. You don't need the witch to provide an assist. You can dodge this guy to provide the assist and stand him up to cancel all these. So you can still have an assist here and the dodge 2 dice. Because he cancels this guy. And you even still have a non-activated runner at the end of it. Throw in the 1D. No, you're not throwing the 1D. So I'm saying right now, you dodge this guy up to the top, and then you take this 2 dice block. You could take this 2 dice block if you wanted and not risk the frenzy trap. But the frenzy trap isn't bad because it's wrestle onto no block. So it's only 2+2+. And if he rolls a push and a double down, it's useless, isn't it? Whereas she can just wrestle down and it's fine. Okay. So the stun there is annoying because this could be a 2 dice block, which chains into this downed player, which chains into him, which pushes him onto the ball, which means you need 1 assist to make that a 2 dice blitz. Which is this witch, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Could do it. It's only a 2+. This guy's a... like this guy hasn't got block. It's only a 2+ to tentatively have a go at it. If you roll a 2, you just eat it. But if anything else other than that, you can chain and go for the sack. I don't think you look fucked. I think he's got lucky to get out of it with the scatter catch and the picking the ball up and rolling all pows last turn with no rerolls. But this still looks a bit of a mess for him. Sure, but not in any kind of awful way, right? Mine was better than this, by the way. Just saying, PC, mine was better than this. But every block he has now, every single block with no rerolls, is a 3% chance of ending his turn. Which is not nothing, right? They accumulate. He's now up to, like, you know, a 10% chance of ending his turn. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. And he's a rush away from scoring. And there it is. And, you know, you might say, oh, that's unlucky, but he's just done 6 things. What is the actual odds of that? Yeah, by the time he dub-skulled, he was down to like 80%. So essentially a 20% chance of that happening. That's not that unlucky, is it? A 20%, considering he's already like 6+ scatter caught the ball, rolled like full pows on blodgers, and picked the ball up with no re-roll, etc. So you don't get to really complain about that. This turn is a bit annoying, though. I'm not going to lie. What you do this turn, it's kind of not annoying. There's nothing great on here. On balance, with no rerolls as well. I don't even know what you do. Maybe it's just boringly get in the way. There's no safe way to do anything here because 4 of your guys are based without dodge. A single one ends the turn. No pow there, sucks. Okay, blocking the Black Orc. I would have blocked this one, but I guess the Black Orc can push forward. Okay. What do I do here if I'm the Orcs? It was a 2 dice block, yeah. As was the other block. This isn't a blitzer. That's a problem. Still not easy for the Orcs here. I don't even know what I do here, to be honest with you. I'm looking at trying to, like, score by the handoff or something, but even that's not easy. You got to go through these 2 squares, which is not possible, really. Can chain with right Black Orc, which is this one. Oh, you mean by putting someone here? I don't know what you guys are talking about. Behind Basil? What the hell? Oh, this one. Yeah, QLZ was talking about this, which blocks his own way. Blitz the wrestle with this one. 1, 2, 3. So a 1 dice. So block here. Come up here. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. Block there. That gets rid of the witch. But you've got to go this way. PC's doing something else. Black Orc behind the ball. Blitzes this one. And chains the witch back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He can't. That doesn't help. Oh, we got a handoff. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was looking at earlier, is how to score on him. So I was looking if there was anything better than a handoff double rush, which already sucks. Ideally, you just want a double rush, right? And skip the handoff. Yeah, otherwise this is a 3-3-2-2. Yeah, I don't think there is another way. This just moved there, didn't it? This just moved there, right? Okay. He can block him and pow. If you were going to do that, you should have done this blitz first, right? Now he's got the POW there on this blodger. You do this blitz now, and on a POW you chain him out of the way, and now you need a POW there, and you can just run up the middle. But you fucked up the turn ordering. You got the lucky POW here. Oh, that's a rough Kaz. Now he's got to dodge. It's not good. It's just lucky, right? He got a full POW. Without that full POW, it's nothing. Okay. I mean, that's funny. If you're going to eat that cards to that shitty turn, that's funny at least. Alright, he gets his KO back, and PC has nothing. So, 9 into 11. Are we going to see a withdrawn offense? Where's JD gone? There we go, JD. Look at it. Look at this anti-blitz defense with only 9 people. Yay! We get to see the purple Daka. Ironically correct, Pen. Oh, just what you want to see when you do a Daka. Someone who decides to stay on the halfway line. Fuck about for a turn. Yep, I would move up this turn. Against 11 elves who are going to do what he's doing, I would move up early because it's going to take a turn or two to try and dismantle the wall. Yes, both true and not true. I agree with everything you just said, but the Dark Elves have one thing that those players don't, which is a Wrestle Witch. Don't like these two not being 2 apart, by the way. Yeah, just as a piece, not in actual number. I would have stayed more spread than this. And not given up which side I wanted to go on. If the front five was full spread, he couldn't have blitzed from the side and back into more blocks. That could have been there. And that could have been there. And this could have been dead center. And that could have been one over. Yeah, but it's not a helpful pulling out of shape. I mean, unless he fucks it up, right? Which is always likely. I mean, it already looks like he's pulling himself out of shape with this weird placement of these two. Unfortunate. On a POW there, he could have followed and tried to dodge through maybe. But it doesn't matter. Maybe he wouldn't have done. It is a 3+ from tackle, so it kind of sucks. But knockdown is good enough. It means that he just stands and he has to be the blitz or he's a weak spot. This was pretty weak anyway. Like, this is pretty easy to pull out of position. He's going to pull himself out of position again more here. Almost guaranteed. Oh, you had one of those visual glitches. Oh, he kept him on the wall. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Okay. So this is where, like, the thing that I talk about with the Wrestle Witch comes in possibly handy. The problem is you have to commit to it. Like, you could just Wrestle Witch through this guy. If you were desperate, that's what I would do. 2+2+. Into a 1 dice, and then everyone can dodge through the gate dodge. Yeah, but that's the thing that the others don't have, because it has to be the frenzy attempt, right? Because if he takes a push, it's into 1 dice, and then he knocks it out the way. Like, the frenzy witch with the wrestle is what makes that good. We do still have a spare turn, 1 spare turn, so we don't have to do that straight away. We could just try and pull around to the right-hand side. Oh, okay. I thought you were going to do the 1 dice. I would have done the 1 dice, by the way. Not much of a difference, but I would have chosen to tempt the 1D. I mean, you can do the wrestle something. You can do the wrestle now. Like this guy is just ripe for the wrestling. No, just straight red dice him. You just red dice him with wrestle. It's 2+2+. Because you go wrestle, he goes down if he takes anything other than the skull. 90-odd%. If you don't roll a skull, you score and win. You bring the witch up to tag the guard and hand off to this blitzer, who just fucks off up here. I mean, you got the option of just potatoing, right? With some rushes. But I don't prefer that. And then you're like 1 in 9 in through to protect him or something. But I think it's just better to red dice him right now. Move this line over so the ball is safe and you get another go next turn. Last ditch effort with rushes and stuff. But just red dice him and you score. Well, no, had he been a guard one, it doesn't matter because you're blitzing with wrestle. I mean, it's not much different, is it, percentage-wise, to what you just did? Because that was a 1 in 9, and that was essentially also a 1 in 9. So you did 2 1 in 9s, whereas mine was 2 2s. Yeah, but that's a 1 in 9. That's a 3+. Like, it's 89%. You did 89 and 89. And, more importantly, now everyone else is rolling dodges. Whereas on the wrestle, nobody's rolling a dodge. I mean, none of it's ideal. You gotta break through an entire team of orcs. So one of them, nothing. Yours wasn't wrong or anything, was it? It was fine. Did you need that? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could have just gone there. PC opting for the stylistic, sexy play of falling on his ass. He can't get in front meaningfully. Yeah, but that's the 1 in 36 that now allows him to sack the ball. Will you play faster? Stop running out of time. Wait a minute, what? Okay, with 3 rerolls, this should be a 2-dice block. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With 3 rerolls, you do the 4 rushes to make this a 2-dice block. You can't possibly be 1 dice in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, you can still do it with 2 dice. Never mind. I mean, sure, but they were dodging, right? I assume they were also dodging through, so... What are the best ways to improve what? Playing faster? Yeah, it's literally just practice. There are a couple of things that can help you improve. What the fuck's he doing? He's 1 dice in from above. He's 1 dice in from above. Lover, what are you doing, me old cherry? Some might say you fucked this up. Not necessarily. The guard was a double rush, but so was the mighty blow. I preferred the guard because the blitz from above knocks him backwards. But like, whereas if you put the mighty blow in as the assist, you're blocking sideways, and backwards is obviously better. But the other one would have been okay. At least it was a 2-dice block. This is nonsense. Yeah, so there are a couple of things that help you play better. Faster, sorry, not better. Firstly is getting used to constantly playing, which sounds insane, but what I mean is when your opponent is playing from about halfway through his turn, you should be planning your turn and constantly updating what you're going to do based on what he does next. And you'll get better and better at just guessing correctly what he's going to do and where he's going to go, and you can plan your turn. So when your turn starts, you're already like half planned out. Lots of people space out on their opponent's turn and then just wait. Like, and then just when their clock starts, like, right, what am I going to do? Like, you wasted a lot of time. Secondly, drill the fundamentals. Like you've seen me do it when I start every turn. I'm like, right, he's doing nothing, so he's a stand. He's doing nothing, so he's a stand. And that's like, like he's not going to be the blitz, so he goes here. The blitz is going to be that guy. I don't need this as an assist. So you just go through the players that are useless or for the turn, and you move them, and then you've only got 3 players left to think about. Like if you just drill to have a good, like, habit or whatever, like a good autopilot for how you go through a turn, then that speeds up your game completely. Give yourself like, a sort of working format for every turn, and then just do it every turn. Like I say it out loud because I learned while streaming. So I'm like, he's a stand, he's going there, he's going there. And that's just done, isn't it? Like those guys are just done. What you don't do is what people like Sol do and what people like Daedalquist used to do to extremes is this. Right, where can he go, okay? Now where can he go, okay? Now where can he go, okay? And where can he go, okay? And where can he go, okay? And where can he go, okay? Now where can he go again? Okay, and what if I go with him now? No, he can go there. Like, that's just insane. That's how you end up with no time clock, ever. And people wanted to punch you in your tiny face. Is the first reroll gone? It's a skull! It's a skull! That is very likely a world championship qualifying skull. I'm very confused why you're... Okay. What exactly is this, PC? Why is this, and what is this? Why are we in Chunt's column? Why are we so close to a bunch of orcs? Why aren't we just down in the stall square? Did you get a rush of blood at the skull? Oh, never mind. Lover's decided to be like, I'll take my 3% chance, please. Lover, let me explain mathematics to you. This gives you a 3% chance of a draw. This dodge was 30% into a 55% sack. Probably not, to be honest, with one reroll. But let's go with 30% into a 33% sack. That is 10%. This is 3%. Which of those numbers is considerably higher than the other? Some might say 3 times higher than the other. Fine. I'll tell the story. And there we go. Did not get his 3%, 2.7% draw state. This is too close. To nitpick at the end here, PC, these should be back and untouchable in the middle, in case he gets a timeout. But he did not. And there we go. That puts PC on 6 points. Nah, it doesn't matter. It means that you can't react as well because he can encircle you. You can't smother him, though, because he can encircle you. PC goes through to the... PC finishes the group stage on 6 points. As of this moment in time, EdwardLover has 6 points. But PC has more touchdowns, so that puts PC above Ed. Going into their last match, Rio Bravo has 0 points, so cannot pass either Lover or EdwardLover, which means PC goes into the World Championships proper. Our first official, because there are some others who are definitely through but haven't finished their third game yet. So our first official entrant into the... I know what I said, Sliker. Into the... No, I did it on purpose, you pleb. Into the 2025 World Championships proper. Monitor, going into the final match, has 3 points and 1 touchdown. Whereas Ed has 2 touchdowns. So Monitor has to win by 2 touchdowns to pass Ed. Rio Bravo is out. We will see you in that match next.